Well, good morning, everyone. Pastor Al here. Thanks for spending a little time with me today. I'm going to show you a video today, but it's not about a dog. You know, I do like to give equal time sometime, and this is about a cat, and specifically a very small kitten. Now, I'm going to show you a video. It took place in Russia a while ago. It was picked up by one of those cameras that they have on roads that just sort of record stuff. It's going to be a little hard to watch, but I want to make it a little easier for you, because I'm going to tell you what's happening. I'm going to tell you how it ends, so you're not all freaked out while you're watching it. On this very busy road, somehow a kitten falls out of a car and winds up being right in the middle of one of the very busy lanes. You're going to see a lot of cars whiz by it. You're going to see some that drive super close to it with their tires. I will tell you that in the end, the cat never gets hit and the cat is never hurt. So you don't have to sit here closing your eyes, biting your nails, worried about the kitty. It works out okay in the end. But before you get to the end, it is a little nail biting. Watch this. Now, I'm sure you have the questions that everybody has when they watch it. How come there's so many stupid people who drive by that kitten and don't stop to help? Now, to be fair, you know, probably some of them were going so fast and it happened so quick they had no idea what they did, although you see a lot of cars intentionally swerve. And yeah, it's dangerous to stop on a road like that. But eventually one man sees that kitten, stops his car, gets out, picks the kitten up, takes it home, and eventually I read a story about it, was able to get someone to adopt a cat, and the cat did just fine. And we all want to clap and shake that man's hand and say what a great job you did. But we sort of sit there and say, like, why did it take so many cars? Because a lot of times people are just so wrapped up in their own world, they don't care about anybody or anything else. Now, I have a very simple lesson for you today that gets a little complicated. Is that in your life, you need to be the person that stops and picks up the cat. When you see something like that happen, and there's any way you can possibly help, then you need to do it. Now, my guess is that you're sitting there going, well, of course I would be the person who picked up a poor defenseless kitty laying in the road. There are going to be times in your life that you're going to see someone who needs help, and it's not going to be as obvious, or it's not going to be something you're going to want to do. You know, you may see that person sitting in a lunchroom at school who never has anybody to sit with them, who's kind of a nerd. And you're going to say to yourself, I'm glad he's not sitting with me. And what you really should be saying is, wow, that person needs a friend. Maybe I should go and get him and bring him over to eat lunch with our group. Or you might find that kid who doesn't seem to have any food at lunch and go talk to your teacher and say, hey, I watch this guy day after day not have anything to eat. Is there some way we can help him? Most of the time, it's not as obvious as picking up a kitten. You just sort of have to develop eyes for people who need help. And sometimes the most help they need is just somebody to be their friend. So I want to encourage you to be that person who stops to pick up the cat, but realize that that cat's not going to look like a cat. They're going to look like a person who needs help. And you need to be one of the people who stops and helps, because that's what God wants us to do. God has loved us in an amazing way in Jesus Christ, and he wants us to learn from that so that we can love others. Friends, have a wonderful day. I think it's going to be cold tonight, and I'll see you next week. God bless, and bye.